As far as self-improvement and getting after it goes, whose standard should one measure themselves by?
So, who do I use as a standard to measure myself by? It's really everyone and no one. Because there's people in the world that have skills and strength and talent that I will never have. I won't. I mean, some of these notions that you can be whatever you want to be as long as you want it bad enough, those are not true. We all have limitations. So, what does that mean? Does that mean that I give up? Does that mean that I quit? Of course not. Not at all. It means that I'm going to try to be the best that I can be. The strongest, the fastest, the smartest. The smartest human that I can become. That's what I'm going to go for. And I will compare myself to others and look at them and see what they're doing, and I'll say, it is possible. How close can I get to that greatness? How close can I get to that glory? But the reality is, my glory, it doesn't happen in front of a crowd. It doesn't happen in a stadium. It doesn't happen on a stage. There's no medals handed out. My glory happens in the darkness of the early morning, in solitude, alone, where I try, and I try, and I try again to be everything that I possibly can be, the best that I possibly can be, better than I was yesterday, and better than other people thought I could be. Faster and stronger and smarter, and with one victory that no one can ever take away from me. A victory that is earned every single day. A victory of determination and will and discipline. And a victory that is achieved because I will not stop.
Is the ability to switch on and off a personal feature, or is it a trained skill? Is this confused with the term beast mode?
What causes that switch to flip? The overdrive, the beast mode, the full-on destroyer that will not stop. I think it's actually, it is something that's learned, I think. And I think it's a hard lesson. I don't think everyone gets it. I think some people go through life without ever getting it. And I'll tell you, it's an important lesson. It's a critical lesson. It's a thing that allows you to go the extra distance, to dig just a little bit deeper and push a little harder, to get after it. And like many other things in life, there's a dichotomy, because it actually takes, in my opinion, two opposing forces to bring it to life. It takes both emotion and logic for you to reach your maximum potential, to really give everything you have and go beyond your limits. Because both emotion and logic, they're going to reach their limitations. And when one fails, you need to rely on the other one. So when it doesn't make sense, logical sense to go on, that's when you got to use your emotion. That's when you got to use that anger, that frustration, that fear to push yourself harder. To push yourself to say, I don't stop. And when your feelings are screaming that you've had enough, and when you think you're going to break emotionally, you got to override that emotion with the concrete logic and willpower that says, you know what? I don't stop. So you fight the weak emotions with the power of logic, and you fight the weakness of logic with the power of emotions. And in the balance of those two, that's where you find the strength and the tenacity and the guts to say to yourself, I don't